Hi guys, BluJugganaut. It's been quite a while since I did a video. I thought now's the time to do it. I've got some material that I want to work on. Because recently I felt like things have already been done and I would only be doing what had been said 1,000 times before on YouTube. I'm out of that state of mind now. I think I can do a couple more videos from now on. I'm also going to start doing Eric Hoven's creation series after this video. Hopefully might get that a start today actually, but I'm going to talk to you about ShockofGod again, because we all know how much I love ShockofGod. I used to be alright with him, you know, we used to get along. There's nothing really personal between us. We debated for about 4 hours. Yes, at that time I had no life. At that time. But hey Keisha. Hey Kissy. Yeah, fuck off now. Yeah, we had the debate, and it was all very well mannered. You know, I was all nice and all that. I let him speak. I didn't swear at him. I didn't raise my voice. I thought things were all right. I thought, you know, he's not the worst thing alive. He's not the worst creature alive. But now I've sort of changed my view. After yesterday, a couple of things. Firstly, he's posted a video. I'm going to do the whole ShockofGod now. Atheists lose a stinging 29 debates in a road to Christian fears, which means himself. Obviously he's never actually claimed that he's won each individual debate, and as far as I know there's no evidence that he won each of those debates. Obviously there it is. Apparently he's won 29 debates in a row, which would include mine, I assume, and as far as I'm concerned nobody won that. There's no official point score and no official person saying, right, you won, you didn't. Anyway, let's watch this video and I'll show you what I've got wrong with it. So here we go. Now, you see, I already have a problem with this. Let's read this bit. Last night, Lefiad 1991 on YouTube came into our Christian chat room. It wasn't really a Christian chat room, they were mostly atheists. And using profanity and cussing and being rude. I didn't see that myself, so I can't really say anything on the subject. However, I challenged him to a debate in front of the entire chat room. He got mysteriously quiet, lol. Others started asking him if he was going to debate me. He's put a question mark. Firstly, he's missed out a full stop before that sentence and he's ended it with a question mark. Go to school, ShockofGod. He started calling me names, but other atheists stuck up for me and asked him to answer, will you debate Shock? Finally he said no and ran away. Well then why does he come into the debate room? Next time be ready, Lefiad 1991 smiley face. Now the part of that really annoys me is down to the fact that something happened yesterday. I went into ShockofGod's chat room. Didn't use profanity, didn't swear, I wasn't being rude. I'm not that kind of guy. People who watch me will probably know that by now. I'm not one to swear in chat rooms or be rude to people. At least I try not to be. I was banned from the chat room. or as Shock says here, debate room. He calls it a debate room. Guess why I was banned? Asking if there would be a debate. Thrown out of a debate room for asking if there's going to be a debate. This was after this little incident occurred. That makes no sense whatsoever. And remember, I've always been nice to ShockofGod. I've always let him have his say. I've always let him have his word. I've treated him like any other creature. I don't know. I really don't know. ShockofGod is a strange person. Anyway, let's carry on.
Hey folks, this is Shock, and I want to tell you that I did win debate number 29.
What is the proof and evidence that you did not lose that debate? Seriously, where does it say that you won that? I don't even know what debate it was, but where does it officially say ShockofGod won this debate? Nowhere. Oh, you come to expect that really from ShockofGod, don't you?
But there was a guy that keeps coming into our chat room, and he's what's called a YouTube troll. And what a YouTube troll is someone that comes into your chat room and uses profanity and just cusses and everything and acts very, very mean. And so everyone was saying, well, why don't you guys debate? So I challenged this guy, Lafayette 1991, to a debate. There he is there with something in his mouth. And but he kept evading. So everyone said, will you debate? And then he said, no, he's afraid to debate. So he chickened out in the chat room. He said, no, he's afraid to debate. Everyone started saying, well, let's just say this, that I'm starting to believe that some atheists like Lafayette 1991 here, it is possible for them to transition to another species. Because in the room, all of us there, about 30 of us, witnessed Lafayette 1991 transform into this.
Right, Shock, let's get things straight here. You show a part of Lafayette's page, fair enough. What you don't show on his page rather destroys the entire point of your video. I'm sorry I have to use the whole ShockofGod camera because it's not very good, but I haven't really got any program. I haven't got the technology, so give me a break. If you go to Lafayette's page, that's where ShockofGod was looking. This is where he didn't look. A video that was up during the time ShockofGod was doing the video, called I Challenge ShockofGod to a Debate. That's right, Lafayette challenges ShockofGod to a debate. And ShockofGod knows this and doesn't show that part of Lafayette's page on this video. And calls him a chicken for not accepting to debate. Now who's the real chicken here? ShockofGod, well, clearly would know that he's been offered a debate. Yeah, he's not even acknowledging it. And he's calling this guy, Lafayette, a chicken. Strikes me as a bit strange. I mean, who really is the chicken here?
He transformed into a chicken. And he did not want to debate. So Lafayette 1991, let this be a lesson to you. When you're a troll, someone's going to call you on it, and they're going to challenge you to a debate. Now, we were surprised, and everyone started typing "bok bok" into the chat room because he was cussing horribly. This guy just was, you should have saw the profanity Lafayette 1991 was using. And we were really disappointed that he chickened out of the debate because he comes in there all the time. He stays there for hours and hours trolling the room, so he obviously feels comfortable in the room. I asked him minimum 7 times.
Something else that ShockofGod has done on this page that strikes you as a little bit dishonest. You see this chat, this writing he has put here. Now, I've watched several ShockofGod videos in my time, and he rarely uses chat unless it's in a big red box up here or something. But he's never really used this sort of writing before, just black writing directly on the screen. And I thought, why has he done this? I mean, the stuff he's writing, for instance, this guy was cussing and acting crazy and rude to everyone in chat, but also chickened out a debate challenge from me in front of the entire chat room. He backed down. That's pretty much what ShockofGod has been saying, what was said at the very start of the video on the white print on the black background. It's nothing new, it doesn't need to be there. So why has ShockofGod put it there? Well, you'll notice that, hold on. Everyone said... Look where the writing's placed. This bit here is the recent activity section of the page. He's left the profile details, the picture and the name readable. Yeah, he's blocked out the recent activity bit with his own writing. The writing is not centre, it's not on the right, it's not on the left, it's, well, it's deliberately on this part of the screen, which makes it difficult to read what's behind the recent activity bit. What's behind the recent activity? I can just about read here, Lafayette 1991 commented on, I challenge ShockofGod to a debate. On the recent activity it shows that Lafayette has challenged ShockofGod to a debate. So what's Shock done? He's made that pretty much unreadable to anyone who doesn't really take any notice by completely blocking out recent activity with rambling. Very revealing. Firstly, he's not shown the video at the top of the page challenging ShockofGod to a debate, and just to make sure any of his readers don't pick up from the recent activity that he's been challenged to a debate, he makes that pretty much unreadable by putting his own ramblings on top of it. Blatantly dishonest, ShockofGod. But you haven't fooled me.
Let's debate. Everyone said they wanted to see it. Even atheists were calling Lafayette 1991 a chicken. Now, it's interesting because Lafayette 1991, I'm going to give you a little advice. You need to change your channel here because you said, I'm a pretty cool guy and I doesn't afraid of anything. Well, not only did you actually phrase this wrong because that's improper grammar, but you did prove that you are afraid of debating. So, okay, so this guy chickened out. He transformed to a transitional species, the chicken. But all I could say is good riddance because that guy keeps coming in the room harassing Christians. He's harassing them. He's trolling the room. He's cussing, using profanity. So we are glad that he has turned into Chicken McNuggets.
Notice how, now that ShockofGod is no longer looking at Lafayette's page, the writing mysteriously vanishes. I don't even really need to give any more evidence. ShockofGod, this is probably one of the most dishonest videos you have ever done. And it's only halfway through. The rest of the video is just ShockofGod talking about Conservapedia's debate offer to a guy called Penn Jillette, who before yesterday I hadn't even heard of. Thanks to a few people I now know who he is. But Conservapedia has challenged him to debate and put ShockofGod as one of the debaters. ShockofGod being quite close to Conservapedia, because Conservapedia is basically a big ShockofGod advertisement. On about half the articles, I'd say, at least at one point says popular Christian YouTuber ShockofGod. He's not really that popular. His videos rarely will scrape 1,000 views probably. Not sure how you can call that popular. Some of my videos have gotten more views than those videos. You wouldn't call me popular now, would you? On YouTube. But that was my video. I just want to have some sort of material with which to work on. I thought this was a good place to start over again. I'm hoping to do a video on Eric Hoven's recent series. I think there's been 3 episodes so far. Should be quite fun. A lot about evolution and all that sort of stuff, so I should be quite motivated to do that. This has been another BluJugganaut video. Go tell Shock what he really is. I realised what he really was yesterday. And I'm not going to share that with you because there might be small children around. Fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep my class. What class? Right, anyway, I'm rambling. Have fun, you guys. Have a good summer. Hope to do another video soon. Here's a little song for you. BluJugganaut out. This song's called Monkeys in Suits. I were a brighter man, studying the stars, but I'm still a monkey in a suit. It all works out in time, it all works out in time, it all works out in time, it all works out in time. tools. Keisha approves.